Hey folks, welcome back to Caves of Qud. So, yes, currently alternating between Dungeon Crawl and Caves of Qud. We're gonna play some more Caves of Qud. We got a pretty good run going. We're level 28, so we got a bunch of levels down in the underground, which is neat. Our current quest is to go to Omonporch, to the Earl. I don't know if we have... So if you don't know, with the Earl of Omonporch, you can essentially solve that in two different ways. Either peacefully, and then you need to be, I think, at least favored by 4 factions or 5. I don't know if we can actually do that. That's 2, 3. That's probably not going to work out. Or we can just go there and murder everybody. I don't think it makes any difference, actually. Like, the attack on Gridgate will happen whether we kill everybody or not, so... You know, whatever. Whatever. Let's go up. So what do we have? We have historic sites. I think... Wait. So we have Magalil is the one that we have left, and the Alarawan not. Let me see. Is that one? Which one is this? This is Magalil, okay. This is probably Bailar, right? Yeah, this is Bailar. And the Aga... we don't know where that is. That is Ur, we did that. Inipur Ghetto. Magalil, okay. I don't remember, have I been to... Do I have Corpus Codis? Have I been to... I might have just found a Corpus Codis. But... Books... Yeah, I have just found a Corpus Codis, but I don't think I was in Kiakukya yet. So we might just do the Mon Soul Drinker thing. I'm just trying to put off the main quest a little bit. We could get favored by something if we do the Mon Soul Drinker quest. Let me try that. And we could also go to the historic site while we're at it. Need to be careful about that, because, you know, can run into nasty things down there. But, yeah. You know what, let's do it. Let's go to Kia... Oh, are we lost? We are lost. We are lost in the jungle. Which is fine. I go away. Steel buckler. Always neat. Not for us, though. Alright. I am famished. What's that? Yeah, just the normal one, not the psychometry one. Psychometry we're probably going to do a bit later, once we found a few more artifacts and stuff. I'm just gonna go south for the time being. Oop, there are some mad poles. Some definitely mad poles. Yeah, they still give us experience. Still 270, which is more than most things at this point, you know, like sort of the past the level 25, things really start to slow down a bit. Okay, let's take a look at this stuff. So we're just going to go to Kiakukya. Now that we've regained our bearings, let's go here, let's go to Kiakukya. Here we go. So, not been here before. Let's talk to Warden Indrix. I'm in search of work. Is your interest waned? No, continue. Yes, I am willing. You need to be careful not to insult Indrix. And make him hostile. That has happened before. So he has Corpus Codis, as you can see. That's sort of the guaranteed way to get it. Corpus Codis is the book that lets you cure illnesses, stuff like that. Which we don't really need all that much right now with this character because of our regeneration skills. But if we do get a thing, and that's a thing. If we do get like a fungus infection, we will probably need it. Let me just quickly see, what kind of recoilers do we have? We have Bethesda, we have Gridgate, we have Jopper. We have Shaganip Outskirts, I don't know what that is. 6A Stilt Recoiler. We could just... Oh, we have a 6A Stilt Recoiler, that's nice. We could just zip to Shaganip at some point too. I will probably do that. I'm going to get this small stone, because that's going to be a Kyakukia Recoiler. So we can teleport here as well. Let's get rid of one of these Ogre Ape pelts, because they are heavy. Yep, here we go. We should have probably dropped off some stuff, by the way. We can carry enough. We have enough strength. We can carry 525, which is ridiculous. So this is the Kyakukia Recoiler, indeed. And we have 2 Nano Neuro Animators. I'm going to disassemble one of them. It gets us some AI microcontrollers, which is nice. Can use that for tinkering. Do we have any... What can we do? Metered, 6-fingered, spiked, lanterned. I think there's no tinkerer in this town. So... yeah. I think we can't do anything actually useful here. We can make these 6-fingered, but that will cost metacrystals, and we're gonna replace those once we get Zetachrome gloves, so... that's not gonna work. Oh no, that's not useful to do. I don't think there was a tinker in this town. No. Alright, so... Raising Indrix, find Mamon Soul Drinker, travel to the Goatfolk village. So, we're gonna go to the scene of the crime, essentially. Oops, can you stop doing that, please? Alright. And in order to do that, we need to follow this river. Oh man, there's a lot of folks here. Jesus. I mean, it's just... Oop. Oh, would you stop throwing your stuff? Thank you very much. Wow, there's just a ton of groups here. It's just Naphtali's, it's not gonna do anything. Oh yeah, right, they've changed... Why is that a grenade now? Okay, they've changed the... They've changed the icon, the tiles for certain things, but my daggers are now grenades. That's weird. So there must have been something must have gone wrong. So in the last Feature Friday they changed a few things, and my daggers now look like grenades. I think that's not supposed to be that way. Maybe I should notify them of that. I think the reason is that my daggers, because I've named them, are basically... No, even this one, Crystal Dagger, has a grenade icon now. That's a bit weird. I like it though. I like it when weird things happen. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Again, the jungle is not really gonna have anything horrible in store for us, because, you know, it's mostly just gonna be goat folk. Need to be careful not to be blown apart by sowers. But even those, we're gonna be pretty fine dealing with them. Still only have chain boots. Definitely want better boots at some point. Should go back into the underground at some point. Yeah, the tiles look better. They don't look like a grenade. Alright. Oh! Terrible idol. You know what? We're gonna get away from that. Just because I don't want to lose the robot reputation. What is our reputation with robots, by the way? It's still bad? Oh yeah, it's still very bad, but, you know, I want to kind of have the option of increasing that. Somehow. And it's gonna be much harder to do if they are actually super hostile. So... Still need like at least 3 robot faction increases, and that's gonna be hard to come by, but you know, you never know. murdering those apes just for funsies. They don't even give us experience anymore. Yeah. So essentially for the Mammon Soul Drinker quest, or like the Warden Indrix quest rather, what you need to do is you need to go north of... Oh, boss group? That seems like a boss group. I'm gonna have some of these folks come closer, so that we don't get pelted by sowers. There we go. So you need to go north of Kiakukia and follow the river. We're one-shotting these folks. This is rough. Yeah, and then you follow the river until you see smoke. When you see smoke, it means you're getting close. We are not at the smoke stage yet, though. There's a few random goat folk around here. Okay. With the sowers, you always just... The basic thing to do is to duck behind a tree. And have them come after you. Because the thing about those explosions from the seeds they are throwing is that they ignore AV. They ignore your armor. And that's what explosives do. And that's why they are so... They can just blast you to smithereens. At this point we are strong enough that it's not that bad, actually. Like, we can withstand. They probably cannot kill us, even if they get to throw all of their seeds at us. They have like 4 or 5 seeds usually. But earlier on, that is definitely a concern. Especially when they appear with other folks, you know. Cook from a recipe. We're just going to do this one, and we're going to keep going. Found some more bear meat, which is good, because bear jerky is our main ingredient here. Are we getting to the murdered goats? Yes, charred goatfolk corpses. See? That means we're getting closer. A flayed goatfolk corpse. Oh, yeah, right. This is the thing that we can read. Here, Mammon. Yeah. They've become part of a very unfortunate cult. I mean, the goatfolk are already kind of bloodthirsty in this game. But this has made them even more so. Alright. We're gonna go, we're gonna go, we're gonna go. Ooh. If you do the quest early, Mammon Soul Drinker can be kind of a... There's a boss we're gonna have to fight. And that can be kind of a problem. Like... I don't know if he can always fly, but I think he can. And he can do some nasty things. I think he might be able to dismember as well. I don't know. That can cause some issues. Oops, good folks. So, hey buddy, what are you doing here? Wild-eyed water vine merchant, yeah. Ooh. Whoa! Just... Wow. Okay, you have a cybernetics credit wedge. I think I'm just gonna kill you. But also, like, that water vine merchant is has just... limbs. I've never seen this, actually. Is that a face? Right face. Huh. That would be kind of nice to have. You know what? Since we can't dismember, I'm going to pick this up. Give me that face. I mean, this is just like... I don't know if that makes us any better than those folks, but... you know? Oh, we have polyhedral rings, yeah. But we can put on the face if we want to trade, so there's at least that. Did I pick up anything else? Wasn't there something else that they had? Don't remember. Right face. So, Rabar Heartbeat. Heartbiter, not Heartbeater. had two faces. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Flawless crystal greater. We have a bunch of stuff. We need to drop a few things soon. Just zip back to Joppa. Okay, the village lair of Mamon Soul Drinker. Here we go. Let's try to find Mamon. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Okay, something is shooting something. Mamon is not going to be a problem at this point. Like, we're level 28. We're murdering these folks like one shot. It's okay. Right, we can butcher those corpses, right? Yeah. Which is also kind of weird, but you know. The well is now a pool of blood. Well, you know, gets us some jerky. We might as well do that. Since we're here. Find Mamon Soul Drinker, there we go. Oh no! Whoopsie daisy. That was a temporal rift. A space-time vortex, rather. And now we are somewhere. I don't know where we are. We are 16 strata deep, though. Okay, I mean, we can just use a recoiler. It's no biggie. But, wow. Okay, we're somewhere in the world. I don't know where we are. Somewhere underground. Is this subterranean ruin? No, it's a slime patch. Crushed grave moss. Interesting. Huh. We could go further down here. Oh, Leering Stalker. Fuck. Okay, that will count as a hostile. Okay, we are in the Deathlands. We are in the purple country. You know what? Let's hope that there's no hostiles anymore here. And let us get out of here. I'm going to use... Yeah, we bought the Kyakukia recoiler for a reason. So let's put that in. Activate, you are transported. And here we are back. So, let's do this again. Let's take care not to get teleported this time. So Leering Stalker, those things are dangerous. We could probably, you know, at this point we might be able to deal with a Leering Stalker actually. But, you know, since they do explosive damage... Oh, shit! I'm not despised by robots. Yeah, good going. Cannibals are now indifferent to me. Yay! Okay, well, now we did that. I forgot about the robot person. Well, I guess we're never gonna be a robot friend. Such it goes. Such is life. Robots are gonna hate us. Okay. Might do something about it at some point, but robots is just a good reputation to have, because especially in the deeper underground you get like turrets that are really problematic. It can really fuck you up. And if you're friends with robots, or at least neutral with robots, they're not going to shoot at you. You know? And that is extremely useful. But I've kind of fucked this up now. Like, not completely, but it's gonna be pretty hard to do it now. I'm gonna have to get like maybe 5 increases or something, and that's not easy to come by. Like, even 1 can be hard to come by. You need to get pretty lucky with the bosses that you're murdering. Or if you're Truekin, that's easier. You can rebuke those idle bosses, or like robot bosses, and then do oil ritual with them, and then you get the reputation. So that actually works. Okay. But you know, also like the Leering Stalkers and the Chrome Pyramids are also robots. It's just very useful reputation to have. It makes a few things a lot easier. Alright, we're gonna keep going. We've already done all these. But luckily that also means that we've already murdered all the pesky folks down here. And here we are. Mammon. Where are you, Mammon? There you are. Disarmed. Good. Let me see. Hated by roots. And you have the Amaranthine Prism. Can't fly though, this time. So it's not always flying. Sometimes Mammon is flying, but with the roots increased, yeah, that's neat, but it's okay. Bloody weird artifact. We're going to pick up the Amaranthine Prism. We're not going to equip it, because that would kill us. And that's magnetized boots. Okay, we're going to disassemble those. Alright. Mammon, Soul Drinker, return the Amaranthine Prism to Warden Indrix. And since we have a Kyakuya recoiler, we're just gonna zip back and give it back. As the good warden promises to not use it. Gonna be okay. Hey Wardy, where are you? Where are you? Indrix. Warden Indrix. I got a horrible thing for you. Where are you? There you are. I possess the prism. Give the Amaranthine Prism to Warden Indrix. Here we go. It's all crap, you know. We need none of these. Let's get this. Raising Indrix. Kyakuya increased by 100. Fellowship of Warden increased by 100. It's not enough to become favored though. Well, that's that. Oh, hello. Hello, some random geek. Thank you for raiding. Random geeky raid. Woo! Hi, Musebank. Yeah, thanks for that. There's some raiding going on. Had a raid yesterday as well. Whoopsie daisy. Alright. Hit my microphone. Celebrating the raid by punching my microphone. That's how we roll here. Alright, so we did that. Got that done. 28, yeah. Let's go to the other historic site. Oopsie daisy. Let's hostiles nearby? No. Oh, there's an ice frog now. Still hostiles nearby? Oh, hello. Don't go here. Don't. There we go. Alright, we're gonna go here. Magalil. We're gonna check this out. Okay, this seems fine so far. This is Arconauts and Aquimaxes, which are basically trivial. Okay, that's a beard, Galbeard. Alright, it does not seem to have any horrible synergies, at least, so far. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. The dive into the Caves of Qud going, it's pretty nice so far. This run is pretty good. I'm level 28, and I'm essentially just procrastinating doing the Ommon Porch thing. Because right now I won't be able to do it peacefully, because I'm not favored by enough factions. And I'm kind of debating with myself right now whether I would just want to waltz in there and kill everything, which might be what I'm gonna do. Or if I want to get some more faction reputation and do it peacefully, you know? Now that I've found out that they will retaliate even if we do it peacefully, I don't know if... Wow, there's a lot of Arconauts here. Shring. They usually have grenades, which... That might actually be a bit of a problem. but not too much. Ooh. Oh, also, thank you for the hosting as well. So, hello everybody. I'm Jay. Usually I play roguelikes. Yeah. It's fine, actually. Like, we can just go there and kill that's how I used to do it all the time. Because it's kind of a hassle to get favored by, like, I think you need 4 or 5. So yeah, I'm Jay. I usually play roguelikes on the internet. I play a lot of Caves of Qud. And essentially what I'm currently doing is I'm sort of alternating streams between Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup and Caves of Qud. I'm pretty experienced at Caves of Qud. I'm halfway decent at this game, I would say. And I'm just starting out at Stone Soup, which is a lot of fun too. Yeah. If you're interested in that, you can tune in if you want. Cheers. All right. Essentially, what we're doing right now is I'm kind of procrastinating going to Rust Caves of Qud. Oh well, that's a mod if I've ever seen one. I'm just checking out a historic site here. Oh, Dawn Gliders. Shouldn't be a problem. No. We're just checking out a historic site, trying to find an artifact. With the later historic sites, you always need to be a little bit careful. Tavi, the wolf. I think I've seen that name before. Yeah. It's a great game. I think on Steam I have like 600 hours of it in it, so it's... I've been playing a whole bunch of this. So I'm kind of horrible with names, so I tend to forget names again. But yeah. Oh, there's a Rimwick. It should be fine at this stage, actually. Let me see. Can I shoot you from here? I'm just gonna try. Let's see. Actually, Rimwick and Dawn Glider might be kind of nice, because the Dawn Gliders shoot fire. Oh yeah, they still do a lot of damage. Oh dear, okay. Yeah, okay, now that we have Rimwicks here, we need to be a bit more careful. Always rest up and be well rested. On Twitch because I stream Caves of Qud. Also a streamer, she's shown up in my... Yes! Right, that's why I know it. I'm sorry, I'm really horrible with names. I'm really not good about that. Like, I'm lucky if I remember my own name. It's really... I used to teach in university, and that was honestly tragic. Oh, damage, that's not good. Okay, I'm injured myself. Oh no. Oh no, okay. Yeah. Shit. I should have not... I should have done this immediately. Okay, let's do this properly. I'm going to use salve. I'm not going to use a blaze. Oh no, I'm badly wounded. Ah, I'm getting Coda again. And I'm dead. I got killed by a Rimwick. Oh! Such it goes. Yeah, I did that horribly. I did that so wrong. I should not have used salve. I should have used blaze and then just killed them, because I can kill them in one shot. That was just the biggest chump move I've ever done at level 28. Jesus Christ. Oh, folks. Usually I don't get salty when I die in these games, because It just happens. I'm just used to it, you know? I don't care about progress. But that was just stupid. That was just bad. That was just... Come on. Oh. Well, we're going to create a new character. We're going to do mutated human. Let me just quickly see. What did I do here? Strength. So Argonaut. So we do 22 agility, 22 strength, 14 ego. Okay. I'm going to do this, but we're going to tweak mutations a little bit. No. No, that's not how we did it. Let me see. Maybe like that. 18 and 14 ego. Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to do this. We're going to have a defect. I usually go for... Oh, why did I... Oh, that was such a dumb thing. That was so dumb. It's going to take a bit for me to mentally recover from that. Jesus. By a room we get level 28. What am I doing? Okay, we're going to do double muscled. That works pretty well. Double muscled and triple jointed. Regeneration is nice. So I did do this, right? I could get... You know what? I'm going to try this. Jeff Kizd on YouTube was suggesting me to do this. That we go for multiple arms instead of... the horns. I will get over it. I get over these things quickly. I don't hold grudges. But yeah. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do short blades. Yeah. You know what? Let's try this. This might work. This might work well. I think this will make the start of the game a little less, a little tougher maybe, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, and we're gonna be, I think, like coming out of this is gonna be pretty good. It's so hard when you have had like a higher level run. To go back to level 1, it's dispiriting. But such is life. Okay. Let me just quickly see. Multiple arms. An additional melee attack. Yeah, right. That's the good thing about this, right? We can use 4 daggers, essentially, once we find the floating glow sphere. Which will enable us to have pretty good flurries and pretty good things. And together with the triple jointed, that means that, yeah, that's pretty awesome actually. That's gonna be sweet. If we can get this to higher levels, that's gonna be pretty sweet. That's gonna be pretty sweet. That's gonna be a really good build. We don't need 3 torches though, so let's remove that. Oh, folks. Well, let's do this again. Now we can also wear helmets, which is an interesting thing. The thing about the horns, or the antlers, or whatever, is that it gives you a really good weapon that scales up in a way that surpasses even the Zetachrome, the highest tier weaponry, and it gives you a really good helmet that also surpasses that, but you cannot tinker with it. So we might actually get some pretty good stuff out of having just... Oh, hello. Come on. Oh. Ooh. Folks... I do want these 2 things. What do I have? How much can I scrounge up with what I have? Let me see. Probably just gonna have to lug stuff back here. We're gonna have to keep the torches though. Foley and those are gonna go to Archive. Yeah, that's not gonna be enough. Not gonna nearly be enough. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna drop the things that we're gonna be selling right here. Drop this. I'm gonna drop this. Why does D for drop not work? Do I have... Oops. Caps lock. The bane of every rogueliker's existence. Okay. This... We're gonna keep those. Going to examine that. It's another grenade. That's fine. So I'm gonna drop that one because we're gonna sell that one. Let's drop this. Drop this. And that we're gonna keep. I'm going to make a stash of scrap here, because there's no need to carry that around. Once we can disassemble... Yes, damn you, caps lock, indeed. Once we can disassemble, we're gonna come back here and disassemble. High capacity phase harmonic. Phase harmonic is good, I might want that too. Grid gauge recoiler, it's fine. That's a small stone, that's gonna be some kind of recoiler. It's a grid gauge recoiler, that's fun. We can buy grid gauge recoiler at grid gate though, that's never a problem, so we don't need to actually go for that. I'm gonna put the bronze daggers that we have here. And we're gonna go downstairs. Alright, let's get started. Need to become used to not being a powerhouse anymore. Boreskin gloves. We don't have any... Oh, we do already have boreskin gloves. Now we have 2 pairs of boreskin gloves. Which means that they will actually give us the AV now. Alright. And what we're going to do now is we're going to pick up everything that we can find. Usually I don't do that. Usually I just don't loot trash in this game. Because there's no reason to. There's really no reason to. The only time when that is useful is right here at the start. Because if there's something in... that one of the traders in Joppa has, that you want to buy. That's the only reason. Otherwise, just skip picking all that stuff up. It's not useful. It's just a hassle. No, it's not. Hello. I've just restarted. I've just died. And we're doing short blades, multiple arms, which is a thing I haven't done in a long, long time. I've done the horns thing quite a few times recently. But it's been suggested that I try the multiple arms thing again, so I'm just going to do that right now. Classic thing. Again, I haven't run that in years, essentially, but it's pretty similar. We're doing double muscled and triple jointed to really get our stats going. And we're gonna see. So multiple arms is going to be kind of our main mutation, I think. Yeah, we're probably going to try to get this as high as possible. To really get the dual wielding thing in high gear. To get a lot of... I like the Chimera update, it's great. It has made... Oh, geez, Slumberling. Early Slumberling at level 2. At level 2, it's not some... We're not going to fight that Slumberling. The Chimera update is great. It has made physical mutations a lot more viable. I'm just generally, I don't really play Truekin all that much. And I've recently finished the Tomb of the Eaters with a sort of an Esper companion build, like domination and stuff like that. And right now my goal is just to finish the game with no companions, with a single character. Why don't you know? And I'm just right now trying to sort of refine my playstyle with short blades. Oh, hello. With short blades and stuff. Let me just pick up everything so that we can get that carbide dagger. Yeah, and the horns thing was pretty good. Like, horns are kind of awesome because they scale up really well, and they turn into a pretty sweet weapon. And they also mean that you end up with a really strong attack really early on, because they just scale up, you know. You don't actually need to find higher tier weaponry to have that. So you get to the stage of like Crysteel and Zetachrome way before you actually find that stuff. And that's pretty fun, because you can kill things good with it. But, you know, we're gonna try it the classic way now. Alright. We're gonna start by getting up triple jointed. Triple jointed is going to be our initial thing. So the mutation things, we're going to put all of the points that we can get into multiple arms, and the first rapid advancement is also going to go into multiple arms. We're going to alternate between multiple arms and triple jointed. Spare points that we're going to have because of the rapid advancements are going to go into regeneration until we get that to 5. We're not going to increase regeneration beyond 5. And after that, once triple jointed is at 10, we're going to go with the double muscled to get our strength up. I feel like we don't need to get triple jointed beyond level 10, so yeah. Because at level 5 regeneration, you get like an additional perk in that. And the additional perk is that you can regenerate from bad status effects, you know, like bad, and that includes illnesses and sickness, right? So if you get Glot Rot, that just regenerates that as well. And that's pretty useful, because that can be a real hassle to deal with that stuff if you get it. And regeneration at 5 is nice. No limbs is from the start. We already regenerate limbs. There's no reason, you don't get additional perks. It just, like, to level 10, it just increases your, yeah, it just increases your regeneration rate. And that's not useful, because the regeneration rate is not important in combat. Like, in combat, it's usually... Like, you very rarely get killed by attrition in this game. It's usually because you got hit by something really strong. So regeneration is probably never going to save your life, like the health point regeneration itself. So there's no... It's not actually... It sounds good to have faster or like really fast health point regeneration, but it's not gonna help you much in combat. So I don't find it all that useful to... Yeah. I don't find it all that useful to get regeneration beyond that. But regeneration at 5 is really useful, so... I recommend that. Alright. So how much are we carrying? Yeah. I'm going to pick up a few more things. And then we're gonna head back to Joppa real fast. because I do want that carbide dagger that Tam is selling. Okay, leather cap. Do I already have something on the head? A no-worm skull. Okay, no. Painted short bow. That's nice. They are worth quite a bit. Oh! Discovered a historic site. That's neat. Oh, hello. What the hell? What the hell? It's followed a psychic thrall. Jesus! Well, that was interesting. I was not expecting that to happen. It's fine. That would have killed me in any way. That was just... Sometimes freak things happen in this game. See, that doesn't even bother me. If such a thing happens, that just happens. Yeah. It kind of is, isn't it? I'm already missing the horns, actually, but... I'm just gonna roll with that for the time being. I might go back to horns at some point. I get the argument that Jeff Kiss was making, and I appreciate it. Horns is just so fun. But yeah, I did have some trouble in the later game. So maybe... I mean, they have a point. They always have a point. But yeah. Okay, what do you have? Do you have any carbide things? No. You do have a steel utility knife. I might buy that. I might buy that. Let me just... Okay. Let's get rid of the crap that we have. So I'm going to hold on to that because we probably don't have everything equipped. Yeah, Masterwork Bronze Dagger. Lower left hand is our main hand now. I don't know what our main offhand is again. It's always kind of hard to find out, whatever. Oops. We're gonna have our torch here, because why not? Let's get the Reshev reputation. Where is that thing? Here is that thing. Take a look at that, get that quest. Taily War, okay, sure. Buddy, come here. Let's get the Shekinah quest. Here we go. Oh, folks, I feel so deflated after that death. So what do you have? Nav. Okay, not really interested in Nav. The other things. You know, those grenades. EMP grenades actually kind of nice to have. Stasis grenade. Is that Tinker 2? And also Tinker 1. That's actually also kind of neat, but we're not going to be able to afford it. It's fine. Hey Argive, I have some grenades for you. I don't think I did that last time. Sometimes I forget. We're going to keep the freeze grenade, because I find them the most useful generally. Yeah. And spring turrets, I never use them. Sorry? Sorry for what, Pony? Get the recipe forever, but you were reluctant. Spring turrets. I don't think I've ever used that, honestly. Get some yuckweed. You should probably get some yuckweed at some point, but for now it's fine. Again, the yuckweed is not that great, or not that important, because we are going to be able to regenerate from illnesses. All right. Bronze short sword. Again, I'm going to pick everything up, but not for as long as before, because I do want to get that steel dagger there. It's like, whatever, you know, at the start you kinda need to take what you can get. Early chameleon, and I'm dead. Jesus Christ, this is like, oh yeah, I still have those. The thing is, those characters actually have died, and I think I just auto-fought out of the game when that happened, before the save was actually deleted. So I have 2 Walking Dead level 26 characters that I'm not going to use anymore, because I generally don't cheese death in this game. Okay, let's do this again. We're going to do Joppa again. I generally don't go for the random villages. It's kind of fun, it can be kind of fun sometimes, but not my thing, I don't know. Okay. Bup, bup, bup. Doop, doop, doop. Boof. There we go. Studded leather. What are we? We have the pocketed vest. I'm going to use the studded leather instead. Kind of like that it's random which of your hands is your main one. Gonna do that. Let's put that in right now. We don't actually have any weapon skills yet, so we can use anything. Carbide dagger again. Okay, I do want that. So, how about I sell you my crap right now? Oh, we're gonna keep those, because we're in need of gloves. Zero AV, yeah. Why did I take that off? I don't know. The boskin gloves are not going to give us anything right now, because we need 2 pairs of it. That's kind of the problem when you... when you play with multiple arms. Yeah. Alright, let's do that. We have every quest. Yes, indeed, we do. Where's that historic site? It's north of Red Rock. That's fine. Alright. Also, we have another grenade here. That's an acid gas grenade. Okay. Buddy. Do you have lacquered? Eater's Nectar Injector. Christ, that's Tinker 3, right? No, it's Tinker 2. Interesting. I wonder what you would need to craft that. You probably need something really rare. Let me just check. Like, we're not going to be able to afford this before inventory is going to reset. But oh, Arsplice seed. How? Only be found in high tier areas. Yeah. Huh. One moment. I'm gonna be back in a second. Hey Spoonie. Spoonie Barding. Didn't think anyone on Twitch would be playing this. Yeah, I've streamed hundreds of hours of this game at this point. It's not, you know, the first Rainbow. I do? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I've started playing this on the internet. Let me just quickly check. I'm gonna be back in this, proper back in a second. But when did I start playing this? What's the timestamp? I started out by not actually streaming, but by recording. Yeah, it was summer 2016 is when I started streaming this. And there's like 466 VODs on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I've uploaded the archives there. So I've been doing this for a bit, kind of. Alright. Let me just do that. And here we go. So yeah. Again, the game is kind of weird if you go back to like the earliest recordings that I've done. Because yeah, the game was pretty different at that point. Like it still looks like this, but there were some different things there. Yeah, right. That might have been the case, yeah. Only just starting Bethesda. Yeah, Bethesda's fun. You want a tip for Bethesda? Get good reputation with Mechanimus. It's really helpful. Okay. Sorry. I did not want to spoil you. Entertaining challenge in the game. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't know if I would describe the water ritual that way, but I guess you can. Alright. It's not impossible, but it makes it easier. If they are hostile towards you, getting down there to the battle is tough. Alright, but well, just lost my level 28 character, and we're starting from scratch. That's how it goes. Level 28 is not actually that high, but still. I'm still salty. I'm still salty about that. Okay, I'm gonna do triple jointed. Didn't even kill the slug. Really? I don't mind Golgotha actually. Like once you know what awaits you in Golgotha, I don't actually think it's that much of a problem. Don't go there too early, essentially. Like the leveled reward from the quest is not actually all that. It's not that great. Like you don't need to get that. So just, go there level like 18 or something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christmas, I'm really not playing well right now. The biggest issue with Golgotha is just to not panic, Like the game's turn-based. Nothing is going to kill you if you don't do anything. Yeah, the carbine, but the carbine... You find plenty of carbines. It's like... I mean, it's scoped, right? But I don't think it's that great, actually. Yeah, sculpted masterwork, yeah. It's fine. I don't think it's worth it though. Like, you're gonna want to upgrade to other stuff soon. And yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine actually. Like, you can probably do some cool stuff with it. Also, they nerfed the carbine recently, and with the carbine you also always have to be careful not to anger folks that you don't want to anger, you know, because like stray bullets find their ways into people's heads that you maybe don't want that to happen. I think I've angered a cherub with a carbine before, which is something you definitely do not want to do. No, it's fine actually. If you go there early, get the car. But the carbine you actually get for level 18, right? You don't need to do the level 12 thing. So, and at level 18, you can do Golgotha just fine, I think. Alright. We're gonna start with the important short blade things. Yeah, sub 18 is carbine, yeah. Yeah, again, I think it's kind of neat, but oh, hello. Well, that might actually be a problem now. This stage. Let's try it. You leave me alone. Disliked by swine. Okay. Still fine. We're not doing any damage. Jeez. Oh dear. Wounded. Once we're badly wounded, we need to get out of here. At least we got them stunned. That's good. Oh, now we're badly wounded. Oh, we did it. That was a duel. That was a fun early game duel. Okay. Alright. Let's pick up all the crap, all the nonsense. That's an iron short sword. That's good. I'm gonna put that into the main hand. We're gonna do dagger here because we're actually... Oops. Hey Sludge. Sparma Worshipper checking in. Okay. What UI is this? This is the... Oops. This is in the game. This is not in mod. This is the overlay UI. And what I do is... Where is it? Oh, this has changed actually. Enable modern UI elements. That is what you want to do. I use that, but I don't use the additional overlay interface elements because I like the classic list inventory and stuff more than the paper doll inventory. But yeah, can just go into the options, activate that, and then you have the UI. It's pretty good. I like this UI. Yeah. You know, lets you see the entire map, which is always good. You don't have the... Yeah. You don't have the... You don't have like a third cutoff. Okay, do we have... Yeah, no one skull. We have nothing here yet. Alright. I'm gonna pick everything up. Also, I kind of got into pistols recently. I used to always do rifles because there's some good high-level rifles in this game. You know, I do like the Eigen rifle, although that has a similar problem to the carbine. You need to be careful not to anger folks. I think I angered the cherub actually with the Eigen rifle, not with the carbine. What the Eigen rifle does is it penetrates through enemies when you shoot them, so you can hit things beyond enemies. Yeah, and the accuracy is difficult, but you know, it's pretty strong when it hits. But I recently I like the pistols. Like, for example, the Disarming Shot, for example, is awesome. The cool thing about the Disarming Shot is that enemies don't pick their weapons back up, which is something that I did not know, that I did not notice until I did it more often. But you can disarm someone and they will just come at you with their fists. And that can be super useful against certain enemies, you know? Like that would be amazing against Shad Amush, for example, the Sky Bear. Because... oh Christ. Alright, we are not strong enough to take on that bear boss over there. I think those were bark biters and stuff. So we're getting some fun stuff down here. I don't know if you can still. I didn't try it. Yeah. Is it an agility check? I don't know. Where's pistols? Down somewhere. Here we go. Does it say it? Disarming Shot. Agility based chance. Yeah, it's an agility check. Probably need pretty high agility for that, right? Don't know what the check for Chrome Pyramids is, but probably need to get that bonus way up. But it would be actually fun to do a primarily gunslinger based build. Okay, let me see. We should maybe probably have enough to... let's see. Maybe not, but... no, not really. Fuck it. Let's get rid of this. We're gonna find enough tinkering bits later on. We don't need to hold on to that. It's fine. Let's just sell all of the crap that we have. I'm getting ideas now. I'm all ideas. Okay, 174. We need a little bit more garbage. But we're not going to go down there again because we cannot take on that bear boss that was down there. So we're going to do the thing that I usually don't do anymore, which is to overland. To go to Red Rock, overland. You know? Sometimes if you see things that you know you can't fight, you have to not pick the fight. Yeah, they did. But it was kind of a crazy thing, wasn't it? I don't know if I've ever done this on camera, but yeah. Level 4. Multiple arms. That's not enough for Bloodletter. Let's just pick up some garbage again. As much as we can. I don't actually need to pick up the armors. Where's bug armor? That's not worth anything and it's heavy, so... picked it up. Back up immediately. Fantastic, Jay. You're really good at video games. Yeah, don't do that. That's gonna get you killed in this game. It's like probably the most and I still sometimes struggle with that. I still sometimes struggle with that. You know? Especially when I get really strong. When I'm like in the post level 30 area. I tend to pick battles that I should not pick. You know, that's kind of the thing. The game is really good about making you feel like a badass and then to just pull the rug under you. Arguably that's what happened, right? Like my last run today, that was earlier, With level 28, I thought I was hot shit and got killed by a Rimwig. And I'm still angry about that. About myself. I'm still angry at myself because I did that. That was the worst thing. That was just... I don't know. Okay. Whatever. Yeah. The thing is, they do high damage. Like, their attack does a lot of damage. And the combination of freezing you, and they have a pretty strong freeze, they can just, like, get you down, you know? And once I saw that that historic site had just like Rimwigs in them, which is which meant that there's going to be a lot of them in there, I should have just run. I should have just said nope, but I didn't. You know, I got too cocky, and I paid the price. And that's usually their close range is pure cold damage. Oh, I see. I did not actually know that. I thought it was just physical, but with yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. Iron short sword. I don't know what my main offhand is. Oh, I have multiple iron short swords. Jeez, okay. Here we go. Yeah, get me the beaded bracelets. That's good because that means we can trade. You know what? Let's get that carbide sword before Joppa resets. Before inventory resets. Usually it takes a while until it actually does that, but Carmine dagger, here we go. And let's get rid of all the nonsense, all the crap that we have. I should just press the key that maxes it out automatically, but I don't because I'm a... whatever. Okay, that should be enough. You know, let's do the beaded bracelets as well. Can keep the water for now. I like to carry around 150 usually. It means you don't really run out. Like that. Alright. Cool. Carbide dagger. Bit of damage early on. That's kind of nice. I don't think we're actually maxing out the penetration even. No, right? Strength bonus cap of 4. Yeah, we're not maxing out the penetration. Okay. I hate doing the overland thing. It's so tedious. I don't like going down Red Rock. It's just... it's not the fun kind of dungeon crawling, you know? But whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's actually fine. Famished? Oh no. Oops, there's a... whip up a meal. Here we go. Alright. Salve injector, nice. A nice random find. We've all been there. Okay. I don't actually need to do the entire floors here. What's this? Time dilation grenade, okay. Thermal and a painted iron dagger. Hourglass Father, okay. But we don't know where that is though. But Hourglass Father is a good name for an item. What did I want to do? I wanted to do something. I think there's no dread roots here, right? Always farm the dreadroot tubers, folks. Although salve injectors, you know. They might have been nerfed at some point. I feel like they're not as useful as they used to be. But I might just... That might just be that I was worse at the game back then. The High Priest. Never have companions that have area of effect damage. That's just gonna cause you a lot of grief. Because they don't care. Or like, similar fun thing, do Temporal Fugue if you have a ton of... yeah, I think we're gonna do multiple arms. If you have a ton of thingies in your inventory. Ton of grenades in your inventory, then everything will just go haywire for a bit. It's fun, but can be trouble. Okay, where are the Boskin gloves? Here we go. We need some more on our hands. Okay. Evil Twin on a Force Barrier build. Yeah, that sounds fun. Never did that, but... With an Evil Twin build, I find it really hard to get past the early game. But again, maybe, you know, just need to run, essentially, I guess. It's the old thing. Alright. I definitely have the thing right now where I, that's often the case. When I have a long run that has ended, but the stream has only been going for like 40 minutes or something, and I keep playing, and I do really poorly. Usually I need to break then, but I'm gonna try, folks. I'm trying. Alright, let's go down. I think, is this already it? Don't need another basic toolkit. I think we have one. Yeah, we are here. Alright. I might actually go through the waterway just to find the things, you know? Like the miner's helmet is actually now kind of useful to us, because we can wear... helmets. So I might just actually do that right now. Triple jointed. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna save up the points. I'm not gonna get hobble right now. We might get that at a later point. I'm just gonna go through here and kill all the dreadroots, because I want those tubers. Oh, haven't fought a critter yet. Okay, did not notice. Okay. Yeah, and the sphere of negative weight is also always good, right? Yeah, that's always... It's not critical, especially when you play a high strength build, but it's nice to have. I'm just going to destroy all the Dreadroots, because I'm not going to come back here with Harvestry anyways, so I'm just going to hope for drops. Okay, that's it, that's it. So yeah, let's collect the stuff. And also, you know, like fighting all these null worms and stuff and crabs over here is gonna give you some good early game experience. Willpower builds with meditate can be quite busted. Yeah. Yeah, generally the I mean, busted or not is kind of, I don't know, but there's things that can be really strong. But the cool thing about Caves of Qud is that even if you have a super strong character, you can still be murdered if you're not careful. Sprint will serve you just as well, yeah. Regen Flame Ray Acid Gas, okay. Also, like normal espers, like a lot of mental mutations scale really well in the late game. It's a complete hassle to play for a lot of time, but in the end you just become ridiculous. Oh, there's a lot of things that are fun, but I do want to do physical right now, you know? I'm going to stick with physical mutant right now, because I want to finish the game with one. Where we can do Esper stuff afterwards. Or maybe finish the game as a Truekin, I don't know. I don't like Truekins all that much, but it can be fun. Triple jointed, we cannot do that, so we're gonna put a point into regeneration, get that to 5. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know, it's just have to hope to find good cybernetics and stuff. I don't know. I never feel that. Also, like, I have lore objections against Truekin. I don't know. If you call yourself Truekin, it's just like, fuck off, man. Unarmed Truekin, very good, kind of boring, yeah. The problem with that is, like, the Carbide Fists are not going to be good enough at some point. Like, the damage is not going to be enough. And then you kind of want the Fullerite Fists. But you need to find them, right? Like, you are basically at the mercy of RNG, as Idiocy has said. And even then, like, the Fullerite Fists are neat. Well, it's not like exactly the best weapons for the best melee weapons you can have in the game, you know. So in the end, you're probably better off to just switch to high-level cudgels, probably. I don't know. Cutting off the Ape God's Fist is good. Oh, okay. Never did that. If you can afford the weight, okay. 150 pounds, yeah. I mean, if you play like a Truekin strength build, you probably have a lot of carry capacity, so might work, you know. Just need to pick up less stuff. Fewer things. Oh, Killipede. Oh, jeez. Ah, Jay, come on, Killipede. Don't fight a Killipede at this point. Okay. Always helping hands for equip slots. Oh yeah, right. Dual-wield ape-god fists. Alright, that was a stupid death again, because I did not pay sufficient attention, and I just got murdered by the Killipede. That's how it goes. How are we doing? Yeah, I don't know. Like, this is actually the first time I've been killed by a Killipede in a long time. You know what? I'm gonna do horns again. Fuck it, I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy right now. I'm gonna do some horns. Horns is fun. Bleed is indeed no joke early game. Also, like, I got 2-shot essentially right now, so... Okay. What am I doing? Not mental mutations. Come on. Let's get the Nerve Poppy again. Let's do the old build. We're gonna do... We can still maybe try to get the multiple arms mutation later on, but again, it's kind of based on RNG what you get. Oh, whatever. Let's do horns. It's just so fun. I don't know. It's just so... Forget about it and just impale everything on your horns. It's just a cool thing. Not gonna get night vision. That's not useful. Let's be a chimera, because that's gonna make it more likely for us to get the multiple arms later on. Am I gonna be an Argonaut? We want the agility, and we want short blade. Jeff's gonna be disappointed, but well, yeah, they were a flavor mutation at best earlier, indeed. And they've become... You know, the main thing that has changed is that you can do this now, right? Or not the main thing, like the mutation itself has changed quite a bit as well, but... Being able to change your hands has really... to change your main attack to other things than your right hand is really good. Uber Nostrum! Fun. We have regeneration, so it's not it's not cool, not that great, not that useful, but whatever. If we get dismembered before we get the regen... Oh no! Well, we can... regrowing limbs is from level 1. I just said that earlier in the stream. My brain is just mush right now, I'm very sorry. Did I get the quest? Yeah. Eaten by antelopes, admired by Kiakukia. Okay, let's do water ritual. Alright. Yep, indeed. It's just regeneration exhibit. Alright, who likes you, who hates you? Hated by a bunch of villagers. Ah, I'm fine with that, actually. Yeah, right. You can never do that. Yet. It's fine. Alright. Copper nugget water skin, sure. Yeah, indeed. You know... I have like close encounters with... Okay, there's nothing here that we would want, but that's fine. Have close encounters with the Madpole, and things get dicey. In the most literal sense of the word. All your homies love Chopper. Indeed. Oh, we've got a Laborer security card. That's cool. Let's get rid of the nonsense. We're just gonna drop the scrap here. Let's get the statues. Thank you, Reshef. Historic site. Duzor. Okay. Where is it? It's up there. Good. Alright. Cool. So we did this. What do you have? Fitted with filters. Hmm? Oh, we cannot use helmets anyways. Oh no, I think fitted with filters is face items, right? I've beaten the tomb content, yeah. Refractive. Oh, refractive is also kind of nice. Yeah, it's cool. Like, the end of the Tomb of the Eater stuff is just fantastic. I love that. Feathered. Like, we could get all of these, actually. Oh, linear cannon. Linear cannon is cool. I'm gonna take a quick break again. Gonna be back in a second. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Bum, bum, bum. Here we go. Here we go. Alright. Good. So, we're never gonna get this. We're never gonna get the linear cannon. It's alright. But now there's a few of these mods that I might want to get, actually. So yeah. Alright. Are we good? We're good. Let's go down. I'm gonna do the multiple arms thing again. But not right now. I'm just too lazy right now. I need to be in a better headspace for that. Linear cannon is good, but it's a tinkering recipe. And it costs like 1,000. I don't know if I want to kill Argive over that. I feel like the linear cannons also used to be more frequent. Like I haven't found just randomly one in a long time. I feel like there was a time when I had them quite often, but it's not really been the case recently. Yeah. Something shooting? No. Oh yeah. There's like a seed-spitting vine. Here we go. Alright. Yeah, I do want to get one or two. Oh. I got killed by young ivory. Folks, it's just not happening today. Sorry. It is. Well, it's a day. It's a morning for me. Time zones. Oh, Christ. Yeah. A bunch of water skins. Well, I'm gonna pick all of them up. Having a few empty water skins is nice. Yeah, shade oil. Cool. Sometimes it's just not 1 gram of slime, okay. Sure, why not? Okay, we have a Norwam skull that we cannot use. Oh, we have a glow sphere, early glow sphere. Wow, they've become more expensive if you can find them, huh? Now that they've removed guaranteed early glow sphere. Okay, that's really... I mean, the glow sphere would be nice, but, you know... I might actually get the glow sphere. I might actually get the glow sphere. It's just nice to have at the beginning. Alright, let's do this again. Oops. Let's do Argive before. No, it was the Warden had one. The Warden sold one, and it was not that expensive. It was like 30, wasn't it like 30 drams of water or something, even with lower. Oh, Wooly! I want Wooly. Okay, we're gonna get Wooly over the. We're gonna get oh, and a symbiotic firefly. Jeez. Okay, but we're gonna get Wooly over the glow sphere. Yeah, but they removed that, so it's not useful. On the miner corpse you get the miner helmet, right? Which is also nice, but we can't use it, so anyway. And like glow spheres are not exactly... Oh, reinforced leather armor. That's actually kind of neat to start out with. It's not like glow spheres are hard to come by or anything, but it's just like for the very early game, it's kind of nice if you have a glow sphere, you know? Because it's like good light. You don't need to futz around with torches. Alright, let's do this again. Let's do it properly. Yeah. No, it's cool. Occupy my attention all you want. Pitch darkness illuminate by only a torch or glow sphere, yeah. And then all the noises from Golgotha, everything that you hear in there, like the old machinery that is just creaking and clanking, and like the bubbling of all the oozes, and it's a thing. Golgotha is scary. It's not scary from the game mechanics, once you know what awaits you, but it's a scary place. Right, yeah. That might be a bug actually, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that, like if this was a first-person 3D game, a lot of things in this game would freak me the fuck out. Like, you know, cave spiders, giant centipedes that you don't even think about when you're playing it like this. Like those beetle nests that are just these hole structures that spawn endless beetles. Like, ugh. I don't know. I don't do well with creepy crawlies in first-person games. Like, I think there's some kind of primal phobia going on. Although I'm actually pretty fine with like bugs in real life, but in games I get freaked out. So a lot of the critters that you run across in this Mark question about the centipedes, yeah? Anticipating movement and waiting. I don't know. The giant centipedes. I mean, the cave spiders do that, right? Like the cave spiders wait and they only attack you once you get stuck. So what makes cave spiders aggressive is you being stuck, essentially. Which means, you know, you're getting caught in a web. But also every other stuck thing, if you get stuck in tar or something, makes them aggressive. But with centipedes, I don't know. I think mostly they just rush you. I've never noticed that with centipedes. So, sorry, I'm not helpful here, I guess. Do I have artifacts? Yeah, a few. I do have a high explosive grenade. Yeah. I've never noticed centipedes behaving differently from other creatures. So, All right. Cool. What are we doing? Yes. Okay. Let's keep going down. Do we have anything? Have I found something? No, I don't want the kilted shawl. We have the reinforced leather armor, which is actually nice. Wooden buckler, we don't want that. Do we have any iron thing? No, we don't. We have boreskin gloves, here we go. Oh, leather moccasins. Better than nothing. Yeah. Yeah. You could check that, actually. I would be interested in that as well. Because I've never noticed that. Alright, triple jointed, we're gonna put that into strength, and we're gonna get jab. I should probably go with bloodletter before jab, honestly, because we're not really doing that all that much. Also, we're gonna put that into the right hand, and we're gonna put the torch here. Oop. No, don't you attack the slumberling, thank you. That might be that, yeah. Auto explore sometimes causes weird things to happen, yeah. Oop, here we go. Oop, am I bleeding? I am bleeding. But regeneration took care of that, because it counts as a minor thing. Okay. Beat a bracelet, nice. Oh, I forgot all about collecting all the trash. I'm not collecting all the trash. Is there... Let me see. I might have missed some things. Iron dagger, here we go. And that's even good trash. That's even something I would want to use. Iron mace. Leather moccasins, bronze battle axe, because I do want the thing. I do want the woolly mod. Alright, have a good night. Sleep well, my friend. See you around. Bye bye. Thank you for the raid, by the way. And the hosting. Okay. Okay, that's that. Let's go. Oops. What am I doing? I'm going up. For some reason I went up. Oh, there's a Templar Squire there. Interesting. We are having some interesting encounters beneath Joppa today. Huh. I do not know if I actually want to engage with the Templar Squire at this point. I might not want that. Especially if there's more Templars attached to that. I'm not sure. I might tentatively try to check that out. But we're gonna have to be ready to get out of there. Alright, let's see. What do we have? Let's get all of these going. Don't need really anything of that. I don't think we have enough yet. We don't really have enough yet. Yeah, I could get rid of the scrap. It's not like we need it anyways. Ah, you know what? Let's buy it right now. It's fine. We're gonna have enough water anyways. Okay. Yeah. Sure. It's fine. You don't need to apologize. I can always choose to not answer your questions. Yeah. I feel like that's always been... you know, like there is the setting where you less than 30, what were, oops, less than easy, you know, like ignoring enemies and ignoring enemies farther away. That could be the case. Like if the enemies are far enough away but they are shooting at you, that the auto explore does not get interrupted by that. Either if they are too easy or if they are too far away. It might be the far away thing. If you have that set to something like this, and they shoot at you, and it does not count the projectile but the position of the enemy, because it just counts as an attack from them. I would think that it might be something like that. What are we doing? Okay, yeah. Archive. I want to give you some things. What do we have? It's stupid to give the shade all, but I can't be bothered right now. I'm not in the right headspace for this game right now. Yeah. Damn, auto explore can kind of trip you up, you know? Like, enemies can also count as easy while still being able to do some nonsense, right? For example, when juice saps and life saps, actually, when you are far enough that they count as easy, auto explore will ignore them, but they will just still sap your energy cells, and that's a hassle. For example, you know, sometimes that can trip you up a little, and sometimes that can be a bad combination with auto explore. Okay, so there was a Templar Squire here. Oh, wow, emulated by a Snapjaw Scavenger. What the hell? Okay, folks, I think that might be it for today. I think I should just stop, because I'm clearly not getting anywhere right now. My brain is not in the game. Wow. I didn't have one of these in a long time. Like the, oh shit, I'm just not getting past the initial few levels. It's just... sometimes that happens. Sometimes you have like a session like that. But I haven't had that in a long time, I think. I was doing quite well recently, but you know, today's one of those days. So I think we're just going to leave it there. I'm going to stop with Caves of Qud for today. I'm going to be back probably tomorrow with some more dungeon crawl, Stone Soup. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to play Stone Soup, and the day after tomorrow we're going to be back with Caves of Qud and hopefully start another proper run. Yeah, sometimes it goes like that. Yeah, sometimes you can't do anything about it. It's always when I have a good run and that run ends in a bad way, and then I have to start again, and then I can't get my head back into the early game. That's always the case, you know? And I play sloppily and then this happens. So I only got myself to blame, essentially. And it's fine, you know? That's part of the experience. I'm happy that you had fun. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna be calling it for today. Thank you, Idiocy, for hanging out in the chat. I've enjoyed talking about the game with you and with you all. Thank you to Spoony Barding for hanging out. And for following. That was cool. Thank you, Sludge, again. Always happy to see you on my streams. And I hope I haven't missed anyone. Some Random Geek is not here anymore, but also thank you to Some Random Geek and to Musebank. I think that's most of the folks who have been chatting. Thank you, Pony! God, I'm sorry. Sorry I forgot you. You're always holding the fort. Cheers. Don't have any coffee anymore, but yeah. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay lurking. And have a good one. Bye-bye.